What's up, everybody? Ho, ho, ho. The Santa Claus rally continues. All-time highs in the overall markets. One of the strongest 5-day moves that I have seen in this market in quite some time. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream, folks. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those that do not know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated online premium educational platform that is available today. And at True Trading Group, results matter. Because they do, we got one simple goal. That's help you guys learn, trade, and profit. If you're new, make sure you like and share this video. But more importantly, make sure, folks, you are subscribed to this channel. 6 nights a week, we go live totally free, where myself, other TTG Pro Trader moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets to provide you guys with free lessons and education that's going to help you become a better trader immediately. But why should you guys listen to any of the things that we talk about on these live streams, any of the lessons, the education, the opinions that are given here? Why should you listen? Guys, I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working for a fund in New York City. My first job right out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the stock market crash. But it was during that same time period that I went on to see one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, aside from that, and perhaps more importantly, since 2016, my team and I at True Trading Group have now helped literally thousands of retail traders from all walks of life, from all over the world, achieve peace of mind. Okay, achieve peace of mind from financial freedom by teaching them how to trade stocks, options, and crypto. At TTG, we will teach you how to fish, how to stand on your own 2 feet, how to become a self-sufficient trader. Despite what you might have read about online, trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's also not gambling. It's a skill. Skill that needs to be learned like any other, since this is a skill, especially that has the opportunity to help you guys reach financial goals you never thought were possible. All right, tonight's live stream is going down as follows, folks. All right, I'm going to be doing a 15-minute Q&A session. I'm going to allow for some time for people to log on. You guys can ask me questions, whatever's on your mind, whatever you're stuck on, whatever you're curious about or unsure of. You guys can fire away and ask me questions, whether it's a particular stock or if it's trading related. You guys can fire away and ask me questions. I got a special guest that's going to be joining me tonight here as well. A special guest I'm going to bring on, and I'll introduce you guys to the TTG fam. And I'll spend a couple of minutes going over the membership for tonight. There's some discounts and incentives. That's part of our holiday sale that's still kicking here. I will go over those details with you all. And then we're talking about all-time highs in the overall markets. I did not expect such a strong day in the markets today after the strong week that we had last week. I thought maybe the markets were going to take a little bit of a breather today, but the Santa Claus rally is still on. It's in full effect. Looks like Rudolph, ate some spinach before getting on, because this is just one of the strongest. We didn't really get a Santa Claus rally last year, going back to like 2018, we really didn't get a Santa Claus rally. Like if I go back in time, like December last year, we didn't really get the Santa Claus rally. The markets really didn't do much going into the end of the year. And then if you guys go back to the end of 2019, we got a little bit of a move higher, nothing drastic. And then you had the month of December, the market sold off in 2018, and they bounced going into the end of the year. So we really haven't had like one of these like rip your face off Santa Claus rallies in a while. And man, is this rally ripping people's faces off. But is this something that's sustainable? Does this mean that the market just going to keep going higher next year? Or is this kind of the blow off top and the exhaustion move and going to trap everybody up here long? And then all of a sudden you're going to get a crash in 2022. So we're going to talk all about that on this live stream and go over what I think is going to happen the rest of this week, and then what I think is going to happen going into the end of the year. Right. And then last but not least, for those that are interested, I'll show you the TTG platform, guys. Yes, True Trading Group is a platform. All right. It's not just a chat room with trade alerts and courses. We are a platform that was designed to level the playing field for the retail trader by giving them access to professional level education, while also providing access to tools and resources that professional traders use to help you make better informed decisions. All right, so that is what the TTG platform is designed to do and achieves on a daily basis. I'll show you guys what that platform looks like and the different tools and resources you have access to as a member. All right, but first, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start that Q&A now. All right, so guys, go ahead, start typing your questions in chat. You guys have questions, whether it's about an individual stock, it's about the markets, it's about something specific regarding to trading. Fire away, type your questions in chat right now. Don't be shy. Do not be embarrassed. There is no such thing as a stupid question. Go ahead, guys. Let's begin that Q&A. which Greeks you mostly focus on with options? Delta and theta are going to be your two probably most common. Delta will tell you how far an option will move for every $1 that the underlying stock moves. So if you have an option with a delta of, let's say, 0.45, that'll tell you that for every $1 that the underlying stock moves, the option will move 45 cents. And then your theta is going to be your time decay. Okay, and that'll tell you how much of a value you're going to lose in those option contracts as time goes on, as you get closer and closer and closer into your expiration date. Those are going to be the two most commonly looked at Greeks when it comes to options trading, and they are values that everybody needs to be familiar with. You need to be familiar with, and theta is just another word for time decay. Or time decay is the common term when you hear a lot of people talk about time decay when it comes to options. So that's what that is. All right. You guys will learn all about, time decay and all these different things as a member of True Trading Group. We have courses dedicated specifically to options. Every single day in True Trading Group, we trade stocks, we trade options, we day trade, we swing trade, we trade small caps, mid caps, large caps. We do all of it. We do crypto as well. So there's something literally for everybody inside of True Trading Group. I think that learning how to trade options is a very valuable kind of tool to have in your arsenal as a trader, especially those of you that have small accounts. I've done a lot of like live workshops with members in the TTG fam about how to grow a small account specifically. And, one of the things that I think everybody should learn how to do is trade options. So not only is options going to be great for people with small accounts, but large accounts as well. And also just becoming diversified. I don't like to see people be stuck only trading small caps. I like to see traders not be afraid to trade options on something like a Facebook, AMD and NVIDIA, the SPY, the Qs. I don't want to see people or Lucid or something like that. I don't want to see people be scared of a higher price of the stock itself, because there are means for you to trade those, even if you have a smaller account. And I think options are a great way to do that. Good question, though, Tom. Next one. Anyone else seen ascending triangle on BFRI 2-hour time frame? Let's check it out. BFRI. So I don't have to pull up your 2-minute time frame or your 2-hour time frame. I see already what you're looking at, and you're looking at this as being your ascending triangle. Okay. So we don't have to, I'll go to like an hourly chart if you'd like, just to kind of make things a little bit easier to see. And I'll just draw it out for you. And there it is. Okay. This is kind of what you're referring to. I assume this is what you're referring to. Otherwise, I don't see an ascending triangle. But I assume that this is what you are referring to. And yes, you definitely have a setup here on BFRI that needs to be watched carefully. The only thing that that concerns me about BFRI is the BFRI filed a form 424-3B. I'm not even sure if I'm getting those numbers correct. I'll tell you guys actually right now the form that was filed. Okay. Yeah, 424B3. I said 3B. 424B3 is a form that a company will file with the SEC before they do an offering, which is basically a notification that they're going to be offering shares out. So that tells me this company is actively in search, or could be in discussions or in talks with a fund, a bank, high net worth individuals, an underwriter, whatever, to issue shares of the company for sale so they can raise cash. So you've got to be careful with that when you have something like that. When a company does that type of an offering, you just have to be careful. All right. You guys just have to be careful with that. All right. So that's going to be BFRI. I do like the chart pattern, but if the company comes out and does an offering, the chart pattern will mean nothing. The stock will go down if they come out and do an offering at a discount to market. So you got a lot of support here around $9.75 to $10. I do see the ascending triangle that you're talking about. Heavy resistance up there over 14. We'll see how it plays out. But I'm going to assume that you're going to have now a lot of traders are also going to come in and short this thing, knowing that a potential offering is lurking. So if you do not get an offering, that could give you a short squeeze. But my guess, this company does an offering within the next 1 or 2 weeks. Can you explain what the volume bars are telling us exactly? Sure. Little green candle. What the volume bars are telling you, and I'll make them bigger. Okay. What these bars are telling you is how many shares are traded on a given day. Okay. Or you know what? I shouldn't say a given day, the given time period. All right. So this happens to be a daily chart. So that means every single candle that you see. So the candles on top, this is your price action per day. So one of these candles represents 1 day of price action. These candles in the bottom represents 1 day of volume. That is how many shares are traded on that time period. So this is a daily chart, but I can switch to, let's say I go to a 5-minute chart. Now I go to a 5-minute chart, and now I'm expanding the volume so you guys can just see them bigger. These volume bars down here are telling you how many shares are traded in a 5-minute time frame. All right, so that is what this volume on the or these volume bars is telling you, how many shares are actually being traded on that time frame. Okay. Can you explain SPYL and how does it work? Not sure what you're talking about. We'll just move on to the next question. So how do you explain the SPY and how does it work, I guess? The SPY. Oh, okay. So the SPY. The SPY is an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. Okay. It is an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. So you as an individual retail trader are not going to go and actually buy the S&P 500. There's different ETFs that you can trade. Okay. There's different, you have a lot of people trade futures. Okay. But your ETFs are what, where there's actual shares that as a trader or an investor that you can actually physically buy. And it will just literally track exactly what the S&P 500 is doing. Exactly what the S&P 500 does, the SPY will do. Okay. It literally is the S&P 500 just in ETF form. All right. So you have the SPY, that's the ETF for the S&P 500. You have what traders refer to as the diamonds. So the SPY, we call that the spiders, common kind of trader terminology. Then you have the diamonds, which is DIA. This is for the Dow. This is the ETF that tracks the Dow. You're not going to go and actually buy shares of the Dow Jones Industrial Average at 36,000. Okay. You can go and you're going to buy the diamonds here for, 362. Then you have the Qs. All right. We call that, the Qs, the QQQ. That's going to be the ETF that tracks the NASDAQ. Okay. That'd be the ETF that tracks the NASDAQ. All right. So SPY is the S&P 500. DIA is the Dow, and the QQQ is the NASDAQ. Do all gaps need to be filled? No, they do not. No, they do not. Gaps do not need to be filled. They have a tendency to be filled, but they do not need to be filled. No. Hey, Mike, do you give yourself a break from trading? Do you recommend breaks and time off? How do you deal with mental distractions as trading can occupy your mind? For other things, please advise. I mean, I don't give myself, breaks from trading. I don't really feel like I need like a break from trading. I mean, yeah, I will take a vacation here and there, but even then I sometimes find myself placing trades, even when I'm on vacation. Like this past year was actually on my honeymoon. I was out on the boat. I was selling shares of, oh God, what was it? Why can't I think of the ticker symbol? My TG fan, you guys know it. What was the ticker symbol that I was selling? Clove. It was Clove, CLOV. So I was long Clove, and I was long Clove, and then this happened. while I was on vacation. So I was actually out on a boat and I was selling selling shares of Clove while that happened. So, but giving yourself time off and everything, and that's what we look for, right? Like giving yourself the ability, giving yourself the luxury of taking time off whenever you want. That's what trading is about. It's about freedom and financial freedom and being your own boss and living on your own schedule, where it's like I love trading. So I'm going to do it as much as I possibly can, but I'll have the ability at any point during any point in time, I can just say, you know what, I'm going to Hawaii and I'm taking a week off. At any point I can do that because I am my own boss. I don't need permission from somebody. I don't have to put time in or request the vacation days or anything like that. So, I think it's important for you to take some time off from trading, but not to just, clear your head if you're in a funk. Like if you're trading very poorly, then I would say, okay, take a couple days or a week off if you're really in a funk and you're having some mental issues with trading and you're taking like a lot of losses or you're not trading well, you're not sure what's going on. Maybe there's something going on in your personal life. Maybe a friend or family member is sick. Maybe you're going through a rough time with your spouse or whatever could be going on in your life that could be kind of distracting you. And if that's happening, you're dealing with some major personal issues in your life. My advice is to actually take some time away because trading is hard enough as it is from a mental standpoint to actually to kind of find their own way. Everyone has to take their time and the time off away from trading if you guys are dealing with things in your personal life, because if your mind is not in the right place, you're screwed. If your mind's not in the right place, you're screwed. But trading is 80% mental, and if your head's not in the right place, you're gonna struggle. So I think taking that time off would be good. But other than that, when you talk about what's realistic with trading, and what are the goals? Like everyone has to find what their why is. Like, why are you doing this? What is your goal? What are you trying to do? Like, yes, everybody wants to make money, but then what do you do with that money? Are you buying a new house? Are you putting your kids through college? Are you paying off your own student loans? Are you doing this to make enough money to tell the boss you hate to go F themselves? Or is it to just go on that special vacation once a year with your family and earn some extra money to pay for that? What's your reason? What's your reason why? But supplementing your income and for some people, eventually getting to the point where this becomes their full income and quitting their job and trading full time, it's to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to take time off. I'm going to go on vacation and I don't have to ask anybody's permission to do that. And that's a beautiful thing. Why doesn't Adam trade stocks? A program can make him a pro, right? Somebody's got to run this business, Alex. Adam is kind of the master behind the scenes or behind the curtains. There is no excuse for too busy, right? Because we have full-time working people who trade. Is that a question or a comment?
No, it's a here, I got this real quick. So, Alex, what's up, buddy? See your questions in chat. For those that don't know me, I'm co-founder of True Trading Group. I started True Trading Group with Mike in 2014. We launched in 2016. So, real quick, I don't trade because I run this entire business. There's no reason for me to trade in True Trading Group. Mike is the trader. My job is to run the entire business of True Trading Group. And yes, True Trading Group is a business. All right? And you want us to be a business because you don't want us to treat you as a charity. Trust me. Nobody should want to be treated as a charity. Okay? And for what we offer, the amount of money that's paid for the year is minuscule compared to what it is that you get. So could I do both and trade and run the business? Yeah, sure I could, but I don't need to, right? Because True Trading Group is the business that I run. Mike is the trader. We divide and we conquer, and that's what we do. You know, and that's it. You know, so you know, my job has been to literally put all of our members first before even my own family at times. So, you know, I see this comment up here, and I know that Alex is just, you know, being sarcastic and being, you know, and being difficult, right? But I do want to say that, like, and this is by choice. You know, do you know how many, you know, and this is what I choose to do because Mike and I set out with a goal to really, really, really disrupt this industry. Okay? So I'll tell you this. Do you know how many nights I have missed putting my daughter to sleep because I do these lives? And you know what? Yeah, you know, we get a lot of comments, you know, recently like, oh, you guys sell, you know, you guys spend a lot of time selling memberships on your lives. Yeah, we do. You know why? Because you know what we don't do? We don't go out there and make BS videos with Lambos, mansions, and money and women and all this stuff to get you guys to sign up. We do a live stream 6 nights a week in order to keep our integrity above board. That's why. So I'm not sure how Alex thought this answer was going to go or what he was trying to prove, but you know, I'll tell you right now, in order to see this through, I have made tremendous sacrifice in my own family life and everything else. So I don't know what you do. Probably nowhere near the amount of work that we do for other people. I have put everyone here first. So I'm going to continue to focus on the member, and I'm going to continue to focus on finding ways to provide value to people that are a part of True Trading Group, because when you guys sign up, that's when our relationship starts. Okay? And Alex there, I wasn't being negative at all, just asking. No, you were. It's okay. You can own it. You can own it like an adult, just like I'm answering it like an adult. All right? So that's it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, now as I'm talking, I didn't see, Alex, all of your comments that were coming through, and it's a good thing that Adam responded to those questions. My answers would not have been as nice as his. Okay, guys, type away, ask your questions in chat. Whatever you guys are struggling with or dealing with or unsure about, fire away. Mike, have you heard the idea that if you share your strategy, you no longer have an no, not at all. It is so stupid. I think that is, it's like to think that like someone sharing their strategy means that you no longer have an edge. That anyone that says that, I think it's foolish. I think it's like it's so arrogant for someone to actually think that I have this special little secret strategy that nobody else on this whole planet knows about. I'm going to keep it all to myself. But if I tell anybody how I do this, the whole stock market's going to break. It's not going to work anymore, and I'm not going to be able to make any money. There is no secret, guys. There's no secret. There's not a single person on this planet Earth that has some special secret formula that nobody else knows about, and they're going to keep this special secret formula all to themselves. And if they let this special secret formula out of the box, then everything's not going to work anymore, and everything's going to change in the stock market. It's nonsense. There's not a chart pattern. There's not an indicator. There's not a combination of chart patterns, a combination of indicators. There's not a special little mathematical equation that's going to equate to this 99% success. And, you know, the people that are out there that talk about, oh, you know, sign up, I'll share with you my secret and all of this. There is no secret. If you guys want to know just what's the secret, you want to know what the secret is about the stock market? It's actually just getting educated on how to take advantage of opportunities when they present themselves. And I know that might sound really general, okay? But the difference between professional traders on Wall Street and everybody else is that professional traders on Wall Street, when they get hired to work at a hedge fund or some other trading house, they get trained. by other professionals that have been doing this for many years, that have made millions of dollars doing it, and they get trained on how to do this properly by those people. Case in point, me. My first job out of college was working for a hedge fund in New York City. The first 3 months of my employment, I sat in a classroom style setting and I was taught by other traders that worked at the fund. Everybody else, retail traders, don't get any type of training whatsoever. They open up a Robinhood account and they buy some stock they read about on Reddit or that somebody at work told them about. They lose money and they go, the stock market's a scam. The secret that everybody searches endlessly for, you'll see people that will literally spend their entire lives searching for this secret. There's not a secret. If there was a special little pattern or indicator or something that nobody else in this world knew about, I would have learned about it when I worked at the hedge fund. When I was part of Wall Street, I would have learned that secret, wouldn't I? It doesn't exist. And I tell this to everybody when you guys join True Trading Group, you don't have to trade exactly like I do. And that's the beauty about a professional education, is that as long as you learn how to identify these opportunities in the markets and you learn how to actually take advantage of those opportunities, there are so many different styles and strategies of trading that you don't have to trade just like me, but you can still take the education that you're going to learn. It's a professional education. It's a real education. And you can implement that in your own trading style and your own strategy, even if it's different from mine. That's what True Trading Group is all about. There's 8 other professional traders aside from myself. We all that are moderators in chat. We all have different styles. We all have different strategies. If you're going to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet and you're going to become a self-sufficient trader, that is how you will get the most out of the markets, is when you are actually able to identify opportunities on your own and take your own trade ideas. It's one thing to follow somebody. You guys can follow me. You can follow the other mods if you want. No problem. We tell you what we're doing before we actually do it. So it's easy to follow us. But becoming a self-sufficient trader and learning how to fish, rather than myself or the other moderators giving you a fish to eat every single day, learning how to fish yourself is what True Trading Group is all about. And that's our goal, is to help you guys become self-sufficient traders. So I don't believe that, when you share your strategy, you no longer have an edge, because whoever says that, like, oh, I don't want to share my strategy because I won't have an edge anymore. It's like, that just means that you're not educated enough to teach your strategy. You're not confident enough to be able to teach it. A good educator is able to teach a complex subject in a simplistic manner. And that's what makes a good educator. And if you are not able to teach a complex subject in a simplistic manner, then you're not a good educator. And just say that, because someone whose strategy that they're not going to teach you their strategy because they're like, oh, I won't have an edge anymore. Believe me, there are other people out there that have that exact same strategy. There's nothing special about it. Guys, I'd actually like to kind of move on to introduce to you guys our guest. I've got a special guest that's going to be joining us here today, and has been a member with us now for not very long. Okay, this is a recent new member to the TTG family, and I'd like to kind of bring him on and introduce him to all of you and my TTG fam. I would like for you guys, everyone, give a big, warm TTG shout out and a big, warm TTG welcome to our boy, David L. David L., welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, yo, what's up, David? How you doing tonight, my man?
I'm doing well.
Good, man. I'm excited to have you on here, and I want to thank you for taking the time, out of your night to spend some time here with us tonight and kind of share your story and share your experience with the TTG fam. So I appreciate you coming on here with us here tonight. I think what would be best here, Dave, for us to kind of kick things off is to just kind of, tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of, what your experience has been with True Trading Group and kind of how you got started with everything. I know you got some stories with 2008. You're familiar with 2008, which is
very familiar with 2008.
Right, yeah, right when I was getting my career kind of into a groove. So why don't you go ahead and kind of share with us a little bit about your story?
Well, I have a little bit of a diverse background. I basically got into the investment world in roughly 2000 as a basically a stockbroker rep for a company. Then spent a couple of years with them, and then went completely independent for about 6 years. Went through a couple of downturns in the market. The worst one, of course, 2008. And that's pretty much probably 2009 is actually when I got out of the business, uh, mainly because of that downturn.
Yep.
Just got to where I didn't want to take care of other people's money.
I know that, man. That was kind of right around the same time that I got out too. It was like that right around like 09, 2010. And then kind of went off and was doing my own thing there as well. It was a crazy time. 08. A lot of people don't realize how crazy 08 really was.
Oh, it was bad.
It was crazy. It was scary. I mean, we knew, we knew people that were just friends of the firm, like, people that were, one guy who worked at Lehman Brothers. Guy was in his early 60s. He was getting ready to retire, and he has basically his entire life savings in Lehman Brothers stock.
Oh, wow.
Imagine being ready to retire, and you've worked your whole life. The guy, was worth millions of dollars, and all of a sudden you're getting ready to retire in 2 years or 1 year, and all of a sudden it's gone, and you're right back to it's gone back to zero. They're just horrifying stories from that time. But yeah, I know it all too well. It brings back just these crazy memories. It really does. But so then what? So then after the crash and everything, you kind of got away. You took a hiatus. You got into some aviation and got back into trading. How did that pivot happen?
That's a long story. And I actually still, I fly for a living. And that's currently what I do, which with the schedule actually works pretty good. I actually work a 7 on, 7 off schedule. And so it actually allows for the trading. Quite a bit of time, decent amount of downtime with that. Basically, I got, I said away from the market for a number of years. But when you start thinking about retirement and, you look at your account, it's like, you need more money.
Yeah.
Retirement's going to be, things are costing more and everything's getting more expensive. And that's kind of what got me back into it. Okay.
So you got back in right around got back into trading around 2020?
2019, 2020. Yeah, roughly. Things, you kind of get rusty when you hadn't been doing it. And thankfully, came across TTG actually through y'all's live stream on YouTube.
Nice. That's how most people find us, honestly. It's really... Most people find us on these live streams.
Yes. And for me, it not having to, with having the y'all's traders available, looking at the trades, looking at the research, and basically coming up with the trading ideas has been a huge deal. That in itself has been worth everything for me.
Awesome. So the analysis that you get throughout the day from the different moderators, just kind of going through the market commentary, talking about what's in our head, what we're seeing, what we're thinking, and just kind of that breakdown has been a game changer for you.
Oh yes, it's been extremely beneficial. And it helps, and honestly it helps with the confidence level.
Yeah.
With when you're looking at it and actually getting other people's ideas, and you're not depending 100% on yourself.
Yeah. I think I always tell people too that the why, that's important. The why is important, and that's something that we really focus on at TTG. Is it's not enough just to know that, okay, guys, I'm gonna buy this stock here right now. Okay, well, why are you doing that? What is making me look at this and say, I see an opportunity here, I'm gonna go after it? It's the why. And that's really where the learning experience comes in. I think it's more important for people to understand what goes through a professional trader's mind throughout the course of a trading session, even more so than what goes on with their hands and hey, the orders I'm actually placing, but like what's going on up here? Like, what is it about this analysis? And we'll always, kind of talk people through that analysis. And I'm glad to hear that that's been something that's been really working out for you, David. So what's your experience been like now? Because you've only been a member since like November, right?
I think that's about right.
Yeah,
My experience has been very good. I tend to be maybe a little more aggressive than some people. But the results I've found so far with the trading ideas has been tremendous.
Awesome.
I've almost doubled an account.
You've doubled your account, you said?
Almost, yes.
In like 2 months.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Dave, that's great, man. Congratulations. That's incredible.
Yes.
Doubling your account in 2 months. That's amazing. That's really great. Wow. What have you gone through all of the courses yet, or still?
No, not yet. No, I have not had time to get through the courses, but I plan to. Yeah, I definitely, and a lot of it has, I figure, be a very good refresher on some stuff, and then I'll definitely learn new stuff. I mean, you never know everything.
Yeah, that's the thing too. You've had, you're familiar with the market. This isn't your first rodeo. You've been involved in the markets on a professional level, so you know a lot of things already. And I think going through the courses can really just, if you're already having that much success, kind of going through the platform and everything and utilizing, this just the activity that we do in chat.
Yes.
Going through the courses, man, I think it's going to be like fine tuning like an old American muscle car. It's like just getting that baby reared up again.
Well, and I'm interested in one of the strategies that you talk about is the tier trading.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually not familiar with that. And so I look forward to actually going and learning about that.
Awesome. I'm excited for you to go through it. Let me ask you something. Would you consider the success that you've had so far with the platform? Do you think it's luck? Or do you think it's kind of, hard work and a good platform, or what would you attest?
It's definitely a good platform. I'm sure there's some luck, on my part. But I can tell you, getting the trading ideas and having other people, y'all between, 8, 9 traders that y'all have, y'all are looking at a lot of different stocks.
Yep.
And one person just cannot do that. And with that, I've been able to look at what y'all put up, and then things that, that I like, and then look at it, and I'll pick 1 or 2, maybe 3 to look at, and it makes life so much easier. That's
and you're doing it exactly the way that I suggest people to really utilize the membership and take advantage of it. Is, it's so important for people to get exposure to all the different types of styles. Because I mean, as you know now, Dave, like between myself and the moderators, we have so many different styles of trading between all of us, and we trade so many different types of things. And I think it's really important for people to get familiar with the different styles and strategies that the moderators implement, and to see, to see the different stocks that are being called out, but also which ones make sense to you. It's like I might call something out, then Jessica might call something out. JD comes on about the SPY. Jay's talking about a swing. Toner's in some options with some crazy due diligence to back it up. And the Wolf comes on out of his pool and he's talking about something with Roku. It's like there's so many different things that are going on throughout the day, but not being overwhelmed, not trying to do too much, not trying to follow every single thing that's being talked about, but being able to take it all in and say to yourself, okay, Mike just talked about something with AMD. That makes sense to me. I agree with him. I like this. I'm going after it. And that's exactly how you should be kind of utilizing the platform.
And that's exactly right.
Yeah. And you're doing it exactly the way. You're like the poster child of how I would tell people like how to utilize the platform and get the most out of it. But now be honest. Mm-hmm. Do you think that the price of the membership is worth it?
Oh, it's worth every penny.
Awesome.
And then some. I mean, and maybe I obviously, like I said, maybe a little bit of luck, a little bit of everything. But I mean, I've paid for the membership 10 times over.
Nice. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Dave, I love it, man. I love it. I got to tell you, once you get through those core, the tier trading is going to change everything for you, because literally the tier trading is going to it's going to allow you to make more money on your winning trades now. Because now you're going to actually identify multiple profit targets. So like, I don't know if this happens to you, if you're familiar, if you're, commonly where it's like, you get yourself into a trade's starting to work out, and then you take your profit, you get out of the position, but then all of a sudden the thing just keeps on going, whether it's the same day, the next day, for the next week. And you're sitting there and you're like, oh, how much more money I could have made. And you go through that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. The tier trading strategy is specifically designed to help you stay in winning trades longer. So now all of a sudden you're going to start, it's a way for you to make more money without taking on more risk. And a lot of people think that the only way for me to make more money, I've got to buy more shares, right? Instead of buying 100 shares, I got to buy 200. Instead of buying 500, I got to buy 1,000. That's the only way to make more money. That is not the only way to make more money. That's a surefire way for you to lose more money when you're wrong. But by using the tier trading strategy and actually staying in winning trades longer and catching deeper, you're staying in for deeper pieces of the move, you're going to make more money without having to take on any more risk. And I will take that any day of the week. That's going to be something that's going to change your trading, Dave.
I agree. Yeah. And I'll be the first to say I have blown up a few accounts over the years. So,
well, you're here now. I'm glad you're here. It's always a pleasure having someone with some seasoned experience behind them to be doing this for quite a long while. And even though you took a little bit of a hiatus there, now you're back having success. I'm happy for your success, and you've only been a member for a couple of months, but I think that this could be really just the beginning and kind of just sharpening and rehoning those skills that were there in the past. And now we're just going to get bigger. We're going to get better. And now we're all into 2022, full steam ahead. Let me ask, is it possible to do that? I'm not sure, like you said, I mean, you're in aviation, you're flying 7 on, 7 off. I know your time schedule works out with kind of trading with the markets, but is it possible to do this with a pretty demanding job?
It is, but you definitely have to be careful. I mean, if you're in a trade, you got to pay attention to it. Stop
losses, man. Stop losses.
Because I mean, a good example is Tesla. I mean, everybody has seen Tesla. It'll be doing great, and you take your eyes off of it, and it'll bite you.
Yep. That's what that is. I feel like that's the truth of anything,
The one thing, is, I mean, if you're going to be busy, definitely put your stops in.
Absolutely. That's what I tell people all the time. It's like, if you're not able to be in front of your computer, right? I mean, I understand everybody doesn't have the luxury that I have to just sit in front of my computer screen all day, right? I can use mental stop losses on stuff. Because I like to kind of manage my positions myself. And sometimes I'd use hard physical stops. If I'm in, 3 or 4 different positions, sometimes I will just set a physical stop just to protect me on some other positions while I'm focusing on something that's maybe a little bit more volatile. If I get myself into like a AMC or a Lucid or something that's not as volatile, and I'm trading like a Tesla, that really requires my full attention. Or if it's like one of those fast moving small caps, sometimes I'll set a physical stop. But if you guys are not able to be in front of your computer, don't ever, ever take David's advice. The advice he just gave you is perfect. Make sure that you always set stop losses. I don't care if you're getting up to go to the bathroom. You're like, oh, I'm only going to be gone for 2 minutes. A lot can happen in 2 minutes. So make sure that whenever you guys are not in front of your computer, make sure you set your stop losses, protect your downside at all costs. No matter what happens, no matter what scenario you get yourself involved in, you must always protect your downside. Remember, guys, the quote that I gave you just the other day. Risk management, it's easy to recover from a paper cut, not as easy to recover when you step on a landmine. All right. So make sure you keep that risk management well defined. Keep it tight, keep it protected, and that way you'll live to fight another day, no matter what happens to you. You know, no matter how bad your luck is, no matter what news comes out, you'll live to fight another day. All right. So, Dave, thank you, man, so much for coming on here, joining me tonight, and kind of sharing your story and sharing your experience. I like kind of getting the opinions of someone that's new to the group and is new to the platform, and I'm really happy to hear about your success. And I'm even more happy, or I'm more excited, really, to see kind of what next year is going to bring for you once you kind of go through the courses and just continue to sharpen those skills. You've already doubled your account almost. I'm looking forward to 2022, man. So congratulations on the early success, and thanks a lot for joining us here tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, everybody give Dave a huge warm TTG thank you. All right, Dave, thanks a lot, man. I'll see you in chat tomorrow. All right, folks, there you have it. I mean, we really do have such a nice group of people in the TTG fam, do we not? I mean, man, everybody, I feel like every time I have a guest on, they're always so nice. And I don't talk to them beforehand either. You know, like I don't talk to these people like and like plan out this interview. We just bring them on. I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, Adam will kick me some info on them, but you know, these are always nice people. I love the TTG fan, but awesome. That's great. So thanks for Dave for bringing us on. Spend some time with us here tonight, guys. I'd like to see who we have here. Actually, that's on our live stream. That's not a member at TTG, or maybe this is your first time on one of our lives. Do me a favor, gang. Type the number 1 in chat if you are not a member or if this is your first live stream. All right, we got Timothy McNally, we got Nicholas Long, we got John Jacobson, Dylan Tawadzera, sorry, Kelly Richards, Prestigious Cargo, John Browning, Davey Crockett, Daniel Magnuson, Manuel Gonzalez, Dave G. I like it, guys. I like it. All right, what's up, everybody? All those that are typing the number 1, what's up, what's up, what's up? Guys, listen, let me talk to you real quick. All right, let me talk to you guys real quick about the memberships. So for those of you that are interested, don't go anywhere. We'll spend about 10 minutes real quick going over the membership, and then we're going to get into the overall markets. The Santa Claus rally is in full effect. New all-time highs today. We blew right through the prior high like it wasn't even there. I was actually surprised today at how strong this market actually was, and we're going to go over that today. And then what does that mean now going into next year? Does this mean the market's just going to keep going high next year? Are we setting up for a crash? You know, like what are we doing there? You know, so we're going to talk about that in just a minute. All right, about 10, 15 minutes or so. But first, let me tell you about the membership a little bit. All right, results matter at True Trading Group. I told you guys that. I tell you that all the time. Okay, result can be defined as an effect, a consequence, or an outcome of something. An effect, an example of a result would be by you guys joining True Trading Group, actually putting in an effort, taking the courses, passing the exams, using the tools, joining the workshops and webinars that we host. You statistically have a very good chance of making money, and more importantly, becoming a better trader. If you guys don't believe me, just watch this. Guys, if you are a member of True Trading Group, you are a member. Very simply, you guys making money, you're becoming a better trader, go ahead, type the number 1 in chat right now. Now I'm talking to my teaching members themselves. If you're not a member and you guys want to know what results look like, I would tell you just to pay attention to the side of the screen where all of those number 1s are going to come flying through on the side of the screen right now. These are TTG members telling you they're making money, telling you they're becoming a better trader. If they can do it, so can you. They found us the same way that Dave did, and that's a live stream, just like you. This is what results look like. These are teaching members telling you that they're utilizing the platform, they're using the tools, the resources, they're getting the education, and they're having success. Another example of result, I don't make these numbers up. You can look them up yourself. If you try this stock market thing out on your own, you actually have a 90% chance of failing at this. I'm not saying True Trading Group is the only way to become successful. It's not. But I am saying I think it's one of, if not the best option for all traders of all skill levels from all walks of life to give themselves the best chance to learn, trade, and profit. We help people reach their goals of consistent profitability by combining top premium professional education, same stuff I learned that I worked at the fund. We combine that with premium tools from companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Quote Media, trade ideas, and more. We all share that same goal, folks. Learn, trade, and profit together. All right. So, like I said, stay right where you are. In just a couple of moments, we're going to go over the overall markets. What does it mean for the end of the year? What does it mean, more importantly, for next year? We're going to go over that in just a moment. Let me tell you about the membership, guys. Our goal is to make sure that we level the playing field for the retail trader. Now, that means that we have to make sure that there's a continued effort from our part to ensure that the price of the TC platform is within reach financially for those who want it. Now, because of that, we're going to be walking the price of our membership back up to $22.12, which was the normal price of our membership. But don't freak out, we're not there yet. Okay, we got a holiday sale that's going on right now. Adam, what's our price tonight? We have a holiday sale that we're running, guys, up until the end of the year. What's the price for tonight?
So I was busy trading today, and I actually forgot to raise the price up from last night. So the price is $11.98 because I was busy trading, and that just kind of proves to my point earlier when I was talking to Alex, who asked that question. That's why I don't trade, because when I trade, nothing gets done. We lose money on this, and it is what it is. So I was too busy trading, so the price is going to stay at $11.98 for tonight, and then tomorrow we're going to move the price to $12.50. Okay, and then it'll move up a couple bucks every day until we get to $22.12. But like the closer we get to New Year's, the higher the price is going to go. Okay. Dave Padilla, yeah, I don't know what you mean. I'm doing well. No, and I love how some people are like, Adam, you don't have to explain yourself. Guys, I'm being like really petty right now. I was not trading today. For those that don't know, that I was not trading today. I was just busy. And I forgot to go ahead and raise the price. That's my fault. Okay. Yes, I'm being facetious is the word. But for Alex, for all intents and purposes, I was trading. I killed it. I hit it out of the park. I made $1 million in one day just from this program. It's great. It's changed my life. My wife's boyfriend is extremely happy with everything that I'm doing. My kids are now made of gold. This is fantastic. I highly suggest you get on it if you're not already a member. And if you are, sign up again. Screw it, right? So anyways, welcome to True Trading Group. We are not your average... Oh, okay, Mike, go get the hook. Fucking take me off stage, dick. All right. Anyways, so yeah, $11.98 tonight. It's gonna go to $1,250 tomorrow, and then we will walk it up. The closer to New Year's, the more expensive it will get. That's right. Stretch your jaw, Mike. And that's about it, guys. And then just to let you guys know, we do have laptops. I will tell you right now that we do have more than what we are going to offer tonight, but we're trying to stagger them out so that we have enough for basically, for the rest of this week for the holiday sale. Okay? So tonight we have 17. We're going to hard limit it at 17. So if you're not one of the 17 tonight, you can try again tomorrow. But that's, we're really going to try and make it last until at least Sunday. Okay? Because we're now officially operating off of what we have in the office, not what we are able to get online. So, we've been running out of laptops for over a month. We've been pulling rabbits out of our hat to try and make it happen. But, you guys... What a shame. You guys are going to have to sign up now and not worry about a laptop, but actually worry about getting a real education. So there you go. All right. That's it then. Okay. Good talk. Anyways, Alex, I hope you have a great night, buddy, okay?
Oh man. Alex, what did you do, man? What did you do? Oh. Adam's on a roll tonight. I was muted. I was muted too because there's an echo when I talk. So I was muted. We just let Adam go. And yes, crazy by nature. That was facetious. To the night. Damn, Padilla goes, he reported Adam for cyberbullying. Oh, that's good. What happens if we don't finish the courses for another couple weeks / a month? Will there be enough laptops? Okay, so no. So when you join, the laptop is allocated for you. It's not like you have to be like you're in a rush. Like a laptop will be allocated for you. That's how we work it with our wholesaler. So that commitment is made, and then the inventory is allocated. And then we have a certain amount of time to fulfill the inventory. So when you guys sign up, that laptop is allocated to you. Now, if you never become TTG certified throughout your entire membership, then you don't get the laptop. Okay, but that's how you guys will get the laptop. Okay. So let me tell. So Adam already touched upon it. $11.98 here tonight, folks. But you guys are going to also be getting the 2 small private study groups as well. All right. So for those that joined tonight, 17 laptops. Okay. So you guys can go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121. That'll get you the 45% discount, brings the price down from $22.12, brings all the way down to $11.98. This is our holiday sale that we're going to run through into New Year's Day. So this next 17 people to go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121, you get the 45% discount. You get the 2 small private study groups. This is your chance to get individual attention from one of the TTG Pro traders to ask questions. Yeah, that's up. I didn't mean that. It was the price is going up tomorrow, guys, at $12.50. But our holiday sale with the laptops and the 2 study groups we're running through New Year's Day. Okay, but that $11.98, that's the price for tonight. After tonight at midnight Pacific time, the price jumps to $12.50. And then we're going to continue to walk the price up till we get to $22.12. Okay, so $11.98 tonight. Tomorrow it's $12.50. All right. And then becoming TTG certified, all you need to do to get the free laptop, you got to go through our courses and pass our quizzes. If you do that, you become TTG certified. We'll immediately send your free laptop. It's totally free. We even cover the shipping costs. All right. Becoming TTG certified is a badge of honor for our members. You get a certificate. You get a green check mark next to your username and chat. It usually takes members about 4 to 6 weeks on average to become certified, but I've seen it done way faster. It's totally up to how much time you put towards it because the curriculum is available to you 24/7, 365. It all goes at your own pace. It's on your own schedule. So no matter how much time you have or don't have, there's no excuse. If you guys want it bad enough, you can go through it and you can take the courses at your own speed. Okay. And then last but not least, we do have that money back guarantee as well. That's part of our holiday sale. Okay. So I told you results matter at True Trading Group, and I mean that. I stand behind this platform and this program and our ability to help you guys succeed. And nobody else is as confident as we are in our ability to help you succeed. And that's why we offer you a complete full money back guarantee, but not just any money back guarantee. You're going to pay $11.98 to sign up. If you commit to going through our courses, passing the quizzes, and attending 1 study group, do those 3 things. Go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend 1 study group. You do those 3 things and still do not make your membership fee back at least once during your membership. Not only will we give you back the $11.98 that you're paying to sign up tonight, we're going to give you an extra $1,000 back on top of that. Okay, we're going to give you an extra $1,000 back on top of that. So I'm going to give you back $2,198. Okay, $2,198. Everything I'm telling you, it's on the website. You're getting exactly what I'm saying to you guys here. Okay, so again, go to ttgoffer.com. Do we trade on our own platforms? Yes, True Trading Group is not a brokerage. We're not a brokerage firm. Okay, we are not a trading platform. We are an education and training platform. We're not a trading platform. Okay, you will trade on your own platform, whether it's E-Trade, Webull, Thinkorswim, Charles Schwab, Robinhood, Lightspeed, whatever you guys have, Interactive Brokers, you'll trade on your own platform. Okay. So you guys just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, and that'll get you the 45% discount, the brand new laptop upon becoming teacher certified, the 2 small private study groups, and the money back guarantee. Guys, again, seriously, what is your risk? I'm removing your risk for you because I'm telling you, if you don't make back $11.98 after doing those 3 things, I'm going to give you $2,198 back. All right. Now
that's the part that's stopping on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, so on Sunday it's just gonna go back to, we were doing like, you know, $200 on top of it. That's what's going back on Sunday. So, and you know, so yeah, so if you sign up tonight or any time between now and Sunday, if you do not make your money back, if you do not make your money back, we're gonna go ahead and give you back an additional $1,000. That's not a joke. That's not a gimmick. It's not impossible to claim. I should just go back to Ross or Lambo Boy. Yes, you should, Alex.
Who's Lambo?
Who cares? Do you want me to pay for the membership for you?
All right, that's enough. Let it go.
All right. Anyways, point is, you know, basically all you have to do is pass, you know, go through the courses. Okay. I don't know, Mike. I'm talking at the moment, right?
Oh,
So,
it's hard for you to read and talk at the same time?
yeah, was that, you know, yeah, it is. You're better at it than I am, though. I don't do this every night. So basically, guys, you go through the courses, which they're not, you know, the courses are in depth. Okay, the courses are, you know, they have real substance, they have real depth, but they are not impossible. This is not something that you guys need to feel like, hey, oh, that's the catch, right? The catch is the courses. If you feel that way, then this isn't, you know, Mike says it every night, this isn't for lazy people. You know, there's a reason why we have hundreds and hundreds of members on right now that are not paid to be here, that are successful. There's a reason that we have almost 10,000 paying members. It's not because I'm a nice person and Mike, you know, Mike's eyebrows are actually perfect. You know, it's because we produce results for people. Because our platform mixed with your effort gets the job done. That's why. And $11.98 is peanuts to make that happen. So that's all I gotta say about that. Mike, go ahead.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. I told you Adam was on a roll tonight. So anyway, guys, let me tell you what's included in the membership so I can tell you guys about some of the tools and resources. Because when you guys join the TTG platform, you're getting access to everything that we have. It's an all-inclusive membership. There aren't upsells for different courses and tools. You're going to get the entire 17-course curriculum, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund. There's beginner and foundation courses for those that are new. There's advanced courses for those that are more experienced. Then you have options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto. It's all in text and video format, which was easy for you guys to learn. You've got a trading performance journal, which tracks all of your trading and gives you statistics and data so you can figure out where you're making mistakes. You got Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, which gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts. You got Quote Media's full book level 2, Trading Views premium charting software. You got ETNA's Trade Simulator that lets you guys trade stocks and options with fake money where you practice implementing what you're learning. You've got the Trade Ideas Scanner, which is one of the industry-leading scanners that will make sure you're always focused on the best stocks on the day. You've got our chat room with all of our alerts. From a group of pro traders sporting over an 80% win rate. We're fully transparent. There's a journal on our website, tracks every buy and sell that all of our moderators make. So you can go check out our performance for yourself. You got live workshops and webinars we do every single week. We just added options flow and dark pool data as well. You have those 2 small private study groups. We do a bunch of fun giveaways with members. We give away cash and electronics. We actually have given away in the year 2021, we've given away over $1 million in cash and electronics to TTG members. Okay, all you have to do is be a member of True Trading Group, and you guys have a chance at some of those giveaways. All right, we have social sentiment scanners. We've got analyst ratings. All of these things are included with your membership, you guys. You do not have to pay $1 extra for any of those items. They are all included with your membership when you guys pay $11.98. And if you don't make the $11.98 back, after going through the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending one study group, we're going to give you $2,198 back. All right, that's part of our holiday sale. All right. So there you have it, folks. Again, ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. All right. There you have it, folks. All right. Now, what I'd like to do here now is I'd like to move things over and let's begin to talk about the overall markets. All right. I'd like to bring these over here. Now let's talk about some of the overall markets. All right. Crazy day today. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Crazy day today in the overall markets. You know, I did not expect this strong of a move today. I did not expect this strong of a move today. This is one of the biggest 5-day moves. This right here. You guys see this move that the markets have made in the last 5 trading days? That is one of the biggest 5-day moves that I've seen in the markets in quite a while. Not from a percentage basis. We've had much bigger 5-day percentage moves when the markets were lower. And when you had, intense volatility, like during a market crash, we've had bigger percentage moves. But from a point move perspective, from 451 up to 477 in a 5-day period is actually pretty insane. You're talking about a 26-point move in the S&P, or in the SPY rather, in 5 trading days. That's huge. And all it goes to show you is what I've been saying for basically the whole second half of 2021, is that this volatility is not going anywhere. This volatility is not going anywhere. You know, if you go back in time, you go back like 8 years ago, 10 years ago, the markets would move 8 points, 10 points the whole year. We just moved 25 points in 5 days. That's a huge move. I thought today, and I told you guys this on my live stream last night too, I was wrong today about what I thought the markets were going to do. This is heavy resistance, all right? This was your all-time high flat top resistance that we had, where you were forming a bit of a triple top. And I'll just draw it out for you guys. Okay. And then today we broke through it. Now today, I thought the markets were going to take a little bit of a breather today. I didn't think we were going to have enough juice to just rip face right through that level. I didn't think we were going to have that. But we traded higher today. We had a slight little gap up today. Nothing crazy. And we just pushed through everything, right? We had a little gap up today, nothing major, little gap up today. And then we actually traded. There's your level. There's the previous resistance, right? And then we just traded through it. We just traded through it. And then there was just nothing there. Look at this. The markets just floated higher the entire day. Just nothing to stop it. Just no pullback, no reset, no pattern. Just float higher. And then I said to you guys, one of the things we talked about yesterday when Matt was on here with us. We had Matt Kors, who is now joining the TTG family officially. So again, we're glad to have Matt. If we have any people here that are from the Moon Gang community, we're glad to have you guys now part of the TTG family as well. But we talked about that sometimes during like this week, volume is so light that when the markets pick a direction, sometimes you get these exaggerated moves in either direction, whether it was up or down, because you do not have 100% of your market participants and volume is typically light. So you may not have both sides of the trade that are in full effect. And I feel like that was really what happened today. Today, you had some window dressing. I think you had some portfolio managers just added to their winners as they have recently dumped their losers. And they did not want to be sitting in that cash position. So they added to their winners. And tech was very strong today. Tech led the way higher by significantly, was the strongest area of the markets today, was the NASDAQ. It was your tech names. It was your NVIDIAs, your AMDs, your Apples, your Teslas, your Microsofts, your Googles, that, your Facebooks that led us higher today. It was tech that was strong today. And that's why I feel like, a lot of money managers just added to their winners, and there was not enough people on the other side of the trade to take profits today at all-time highs, and the markets just floated. It wasn't like this vicious breakout and run. It was literally like the tide was just rising, and that rising tide just started to lift everything higher in a slow, methodical, stair-step manner. And if you were not in the calls early in the morning, there really wasn't a chance to get yourself into it because there was no pullback to reset. Look at this. It was literally just floating its way higher for the entire day. And I think this is just a good example of low volume, and the markets just floated through that one direction. That takes you now to all-time highs. Now what you do is you look for this 472.50, 473. You look for that to become a level of support now. This is a clean flat top breakout. Textbook flat top breakout. The only thing missing is the volume. Typically you want to see heavy volume when you break through a flat top like that. But the volume is light, as it normally is this time of the year. But what does this mean now for the markets going forward? What happens now? Is the Santa Claus rally just going to continue? Are we going to go to my boy Tom Lee? Are we going to hit his target of 4,800? So my boy Tom Lee is the managing partner and head of research at Fundstrat. He's actually one of the people whose opinions I value very greatly. And he had a 4,800 price target on the S&P, and we are 1% away from that. So are we going to get up and tap those highs? Are we going to hit 4,800? It certainly kind of feels like it. My opinion, the market is overextended like crazy. I think you need a 1 or 2 day pullback and reset, before trying to move higher. I just really am a little concerned that the markets are extended right now. And after this breakout, you may get a pullback and retest of these prior highs. If you get a pullback and retest in the next couple of days, you look for that level to hold, and I would expect to bounce off that level on its first test of that flat top breakout. All right. Now let's talk about next year. What happens here next year? I think that the markets could move higher in the very beginning of the year as we get over COVID and the COVID cases all start to come down. Companies start to report strong earnings. And I think the markets are free to move higher in the beginning of the year. I think you can have a pretty good start of 2022. I think 2022, we could move higher. You could even get up to like 5,000 on the S&P 500 as Omicron cases go down, economies open back up all over the world without any restriction, without any limitation. Earnings are strong. The consumer is strong. The economy is still strong. Supply chain issues may start to resolve themselves. And that could give you this move higher to start the year. But then you've got Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve lurking in the shadows. And they are going to raise rates next year. And it all depends on how aggressively and how quickly they raise rates. Now, they've already said they're going to raise rates 3 times next year, and that'll put them at 0.9%. Now, one thing that Tom Lee did say on CNBC today is that he believes that next year is still going to be a good year for the markets, and he still thinks that the S&P is going to be 10% higher at the end of the year. A double-digit gain of 10% following a year when the market's up, the SPY's up 26% is actually insane. Okay, that those are two now years that are far above, your typical historical averages. If we got a 10% gain next year, I think that would be a phenomenal year for the overall markets after being up 26 this year. So when you're looking at the overall markets, what I think we're going to see next year is the only way that I can see these markets continuing higher into the end of next year and actually finishing with double-digit gains is if the Fed was absolutely dead on right about inflation and the supply chain issues resolved themselves, COVID went away, or not, at least away enough to the point where there's no restrictions on anything whatsoever, and everybody lives their lives again like normal people, and there's nothing to hold back any economies around the world. The only way I see that happening is if inflation just by the middle of the year goes back to like 2.4% and the Fed does only raise rates 3 times and they get to 0.9%, then maybe the markets are able to move up 10% next year. I think that's a best case scenario, though. I don't think that's a likely scenario. I think that's a best case scenario. I think that you're going to get a lot of volatility next year. I think that you're going to get the Fed is going to move faster than they initially said. I think they're going to raise rates maybe more than 3 times. I think they're going to finish the year at higher than 0.9% interest rates. And that I think is going to give you upside to start the year and then a just wave of volatility mid-year. I think the summer of next year is going to be bonkers. I think you're going to get days the Dow is going to be down 1,000 points, days the Dow is going to be up 1,000 points. And I think you're going to have such tremendous volatility. It's going to be an active trader's dream. And I've been telling you guys this now for the last couple of weeks. And I think 2022 is the year of the active trader. I think it's the year of the active trader. All right. So I think that the markets have a little more room here to the upside. I wouldn't expect much more than 480 on the SPY. Maybe even gap up, test it, pull it back to 476, 477. But I think the markets are really extended right now at this point, and I think we've got to cool off a little bit. We've gone too far, too fast. And with this flat top breakout today with low volume, I do think that previous flat top around 472.50, 473, I do think that previous flat top gets, I think that gets tested. So you're going to have to get a little bit of a pullback to retest those levels, and I think you're going to see it. Okay? And then, like I said, next year, I think we can start January, February. We can have some good, solid numbers. The markets could continue higher. And then all of a sudden you roll into like March, April, you're going to get strong earnings from companies that can stabilize things. But then the market's going to start to look forward to the rate hikes. And that's when that volatility will actually start. All right. So I think we're in store for some special stuff next year. And I really do believe that. All right. So there you have it, folks. That's kind of the breakdown there on the overall markets and the SPY. And I'd like to see who's still with us tonight. I'd like to see who is still with us tonight that is not a member of True Trading Group. If you guys are still on the live stream and you are not a member of True Trading Group, do me a favor, type the letters TTG. All right, we got Jonathan Hall, we've got Alvin Boss, we got Nicholas Lawhon, we got Patricia Thomas, we got Nate Stratford, Mar Brennan, Persian, M.I. Smooth, Dwayne Chai Charand, Finance King Network. Beautiful, guys. I like this. So we got a lot of new faces here with us tonight, guys. Guys, I'm telling you this right now, and I'm really being serious with this. I'm going to show you guys the platform now. So for anyone that's interested, I'll show you the platform now. But I'm really serious that the time for you guys to get educated is right now. Because I think that next year's volatility is going to provide us with a banner year for active traders. You're gonna be happy next year that you're not, this well, I won't say happy, but I think everybody would like to be. I think everybody would like to be, a hedge fund manager. But hedge fund managers are going to have a tougher time next year. I really do believe that. I think they're going to have a tougher time next year. I think the volatility is going to be very high. You have big up moves, big down moves, and those people they're too big. They're the money they control is too large. Billions of dollars, some trillions of dollars. And when you try to change your positioning, when you have that much money, it takes a while to do that. And you can't get in and out of positions within days, never mind weeks. It could take some of these massive hedge funds, it could take them weeks, months to buy or sell a position, depending on how big it is. And that volatility is going to spin those people around like crazy. They're going to run around like a chicken with their head cut off, and they're going to be chasing the markets up and chasing the markets down. And all the while, we're going to be sitting there buying call options one day and then buying put options the next. And it's going to be the greatest thing that you have ever seen in your life. I cannot wait for this volatility. If you guys are part of True Trading Group during the crash of 2020 with the COVID crash and the markets were down 1,000 points, up 1,000 points, down 1,500, up 800, down 2,000, that type of volatility is what we live for. And I ripped the markets to shreds during that COVID crash. Okay, some of the biggest days of my entire year were put in during those times with the moves that I was catching on the TVIX, which, God rest its soul, the TVIX, which is no longer around. But there's so many different ways to take advantage of that volatility, and I cannot wait for what 2022 is going to bring, because I'm telling you guys this now. You're going to have a couple of days next year. The Dow is going to move more than 1,000 points in one day. That's going to happen. More than once. That will happen. Okay. That will happen more than once. And you guys want to be prepared for it. So don't waste any more time. Seriously, get educated now so you guys can take advantage of that volatility when it presents itself. That 1-year membership, it's normally $2,212. But you guys can join tonight for a 45% discount, brings the price down to $11.98. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, and that'll get you the 45% discount, the 2 small private study groups with a pro trader at True Trading Group, chance to earn a brand new free laptop, and the money back guarantee with $1,000 on top. So if anybody missed it, I'll repeat it because you're not crazy. Your internet connection is just fine. I'm not stuttering. If you join True Trading Group and you commit to going through our courses, pass the quizzes, and attend 1 study group, actually utilize the platform that you've subscribed to, do those 3 things. If you don't make your $11.98 fee back at least once, I'm going to give you $2,198 back. So I'm going to give you an extra $1,000 for wasting your time. And that's how I think it should be. If you're going to entrust your hard-earned money and the TTG platform, you're going to entrust us to help you succeed in the markets. And if we fail you, we're going to lose money. And I'm okay with that. When you join TTG, you're part of the family now. I say welcome to the family for a reason. We're in this together. All right. That means that, True Trading Group as a company, we have all the incentive in the world to make sure that you have access to the tools, the resources, the guidance, the education, the mentorship you need to be successful. Otherwise, we're going to lose money. And since 2017, we only have a refund rate of 1.78%. We've never denied anyone a refund that's done those 3 things and has never made that membership fee back. Never denied anybody. 1.78%. Those are the facts. Those are the numbers. All right. Now let me show you guys what is actually included, okay, with the TTG platform, because you're going to get access to our chat room where you're going to be able to watch myself and my team of pro TTG traders share their screen, alert their trades, listen to audio analysis as we break down in real time where we see opportunities in the market. You're going to get a minimum of 10 easy to follow, actionable, real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders that's sporting over an 80% win rate. We keep a trading journal updated daily with all of our trade alerts, all our buys, all our sells, the wins, the losses. They're all right there in our trading journal for you guys all to see. You get those 2 small private study groups. Okay, every Thursday, TTG moderators hold small private study groups after hours where no more than 200 TTG members at a time are allowed to attend. The point of these small private study groups is to provide members with even more individualized attention to further increase your chances of success and to speed up that learning curve. Then you have Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed and Squawk Box feature. From the TT chat room, you get 24/7 access to Benzinga Pro's live streaming newsfeed and Squawk. Stay ahead of the markets and make informative trading decisions with real-time news. No more relying on delayed news feeds. Everything I'm showing you guys right now is included in your membership. You don't pay a dollar extra for any of it. Then you've got TradingView's real-time charting software. What do you guys get when you combine TradingView's premium charting with the functionality of Quote Stream's real-time streaming data? You get a charting software that's second to none that the majority of active traders use, and there it is right there for you guys. You get the Trade Ideas real-time scanner. The industry standard market scanner is Trade Ideas, folks. This cloud-based AI stock market analysis platform is now streaming real-time live within True Trading Group. What stocks are making new highs, new lows, have a surge in volume. It's broken up into small caps, mid caps, and large caps. And no matter what you trade, we make sure you're focused on the hottest stocks during the day. You're also going to be able to hone your skills by using our simulator. This state-of-the-art trading simulator is the perfect way for you guys to, anyone of any skill level, to learn or hone their skills as a trader. Whether you want to practice trading stocks or options, our simulator has everything you need to improve as a trader without risking $1 of your hard-earned money. This includes real-time level 1, real-time level 2, streaming data from our partners at Quote Media. And did I mention, guys, this is actually the same simulator that's used at California State University, Fullerton, University of Wisconsin, Whitewater, Berkeley Haas, and Illinois Tech. You can also quickly identify stocks and crypto to trade with TTG's own proprietary scanner. You get a real-time dark pool and options flow with unusual options data as well. This is something that used to only be available to professional traders. Not anymore. Now it's at the fingertips of my TTG family members. Then you have the social sentiment screener. You guys can discover the most talked about trending stocks and crypto from Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter. This will scour all of those different platforms and tell you what's being talked about the most. You have stock profiles and analyst ratings. Our profile tool allows you to get on-demand information about any public company, all right, but as well as the SEC filings, financials, but also the analyst ratings. So you can actually see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on any particular stock. You get our daily watch list and game plan, as you guys can watch the stocks that the TTG Pro traders have their eyes on, find out how we intend to trade them, where we're buying, where we're selling before the market actually opens, so you know exactly where to focus your attention. You get swing trade alerts with analysis and also email alerts as well for swing trades. Then you have our beginner and foundation trading courses, where I'm going to walk you guys through my strategy and lay out the foundation for your path to consistent profitability. These courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of the information that I received when I worked at the fund in New York. You've got advanced trading courses as well, as we're going to dive deep into the education that I received working at that fund. And we simplified into layman's terms, and we share the keys to professional technical analysis and trade execution. You've got our options trading courses, where you unlock the power of options trading with a thorough understanding of how to trade calls and puts. You have the trader psychology course. Trading's 80% mental, folks. Master your emotions and profit like a pro with the trader psychology course. The swing trading course, if you guys are not a fan of day trading, don't worry about it. We got you covered. Our swing trading course will show you how to trade stocks over days or weeks at a time, as opposed to minutes and hours. This course is perfect for people that work full-time jobs. There's also a course that teaches you guys how to trade during a market crash. That's something I feel like is going to come in real handy use next year. You have our crypto foundations course for those interested in crypto. You also have our video library, where there's over 200 hours of live workshops and webinars and study groups that the TTG Pro traders have gone through and conducted various topics like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, and more. You have those live workshops and webinars. Market conditions are always changing, folks. So we do workshops and webinars, every week, to kind of talk about the overall markets and make sure that our members are up to date and prepared for how to make money in the markets. You have our premium blog and forum. You guys can get some insightful tips and market commentary, some trade ideas. And then, of course, any and all new courses and tools. Okay, there's no upsells for anything that we add to the platform. Whenever we add a new tool or a new course, you automatically have access to it. You don't have to pay $1 extra for any of it. All right. So again, guys, the next 17 people to go to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121 will get the 45% discount, the 2 small private study groups, the chance to earn the free laptop, and the money back guarantee, where I'm giving you guys $1,000 back on top of your membership fee. If anybody has any questions about the membership or you're having a hard time signing up, you guys can text, do not call, text 201-775-9702. Again, that is 201-775-9702 if you guys are having problems signing up or you have questions. All right. Guys, we're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot. All right. I welcome, encourage, and invite you all to go check out those reviews. 1,400 people have taken the time out of their day to leave us a review on Trustpilot. Go check them out. There's no better review than one of your peers. I highly encourage and invite you guys to go read those reviews. We also lastly have a 1-week trial for those that are interested. You can go to ttgthree.com. Again, that is ttgthree.com. It's only $3. We charge $3 just to make sure you're a real person. There's no auto renew. There's no reoccurring payment. All right. It's just $3. That's it. You go to ttgthree.com. Join us for the 1-week trial. And holidays do not count for the trial. So if you guys sign up now, holidays and weekends do not count. So don't worry about it. You guys will still get a full week. All right. ttgthree.com. All right. That's it, folks. Thanks for joining me here tonight. You're the best. I love you all. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. You'll never miss out on any one of these live streams. I'll catch you guys all in chat tomorrow. Later, guys.